My father was always your friend.
I don't care what he was. I'm interested in what he is.
Okay, a minute ago you said you really hated to think that you might have ruined their dinner party. So you were screaming at this young woman who has let you into her home. Watch yourself, Burke. Well, hello there. I am Joel Sharpton, one half of the Articulate Coven, and this is my rewatch. No, I'm watching it for the first time. This is my watch and reaction to Dark Shadows, the original supernatural soap opera. We are up to episode 61 right now, and you may have noticed there's been an outfit change and a scenery shift. I'm home from my delicious road trip to Tennessee. I had a great time. Thank you, Mom, Mother Sharpton, as it were. We had a really, really good time. Again, I don't know if I said this in the last video. I know I said it on our podcast, Articulate Coven, which I also recorded from Tennessee. If you have a relationship with one of your parents or both of your parents good enough to travel with them at some point in your 40s, I strongly recommend it. It's a heck of a good time. All right, let's see what's going on in Collinsport, and let's see if we can get further into the case of Bill Malloy's murder.
It casts its shadows far into the night, reaching out to another house, a cottage, into which the path...
That was interesting. I don't remember seeing the skip recap button before on Amazon Prime, where I've been watching this from the very beginning, honestly.
What do you want here, Burke?
You got room for one more? I'd forgotten. Burke has crashed our dinner date between Maggie and Sam Evans and Victoria Winters. So probably that's going to be 4 of our 5 actors for today. It'll be interesting to see who the 5th was. Last episode, it was the sheriff, of course. But I doubt they bring him back tonight. I don't know. Let's see.
You can't just walk into somebody's house and invite yourself to dinner.
I mean, you can, Sam. It's just frowned on. It's just not what polite company does. There are probably some of your habits that would fall into that category too, Samuel.
How about a drink, Sam? What do you say? Sure.
Pretty weak cold open, if I'm being honest. It's not terrible, but I don't know. This angst between the two of them is too much for me. Frankly, like, Burke doesn't have any leverage, honestly, at this moment over Sam. Like, the sheriff is doing his investigating, and either he's going to find that Sam has answers about Bill Malloy and that the Bill Malloy situation might have answers about Burke's entire conviction, or he's not. And I genuinely don't think Burke's going to have any influence one way or the other. I think his nagging of the sheriff's only going to hurt him.
And what did happen, Sam?
This is nonsense.
Did he tell you that we were at a tavern?
Sam, there's literally a catchphrase, never let them see you sweat. Boy, you were tripping buckets over there.
Did he bother to tell you my side of the story?
No?
Well, and as long as we're bringing Vicky up to date, why don't we tell her the part the jury didn't believe?
He sort of did tell him your side of the story. You don't believe you were driving, but you were drunk and you can't remember. You're not certain. I wonder if we're going to get new information here.
Now, I hope I haven't ruined your dinner party with all this ancient history.
I'll see about getting dinner on the table.
I mean, I don't think that you do really hope that you didn't ruin the dinner party. You came in there, changed the subject to you, and then proceeded to dominate the conversation, even pushing dinner off another 5 minutes or so. Very inconsiderate guest.
What is it, Burke? I've got to know what's happening.
He's running.
From what?
From himself. From Sam Evans.
Hey, our old hotel proprietor. This is, I got to look up the actor's name again. We've only seen this guy in 1 episode so far, but he was the father on Different Strokes is what we found out. Yeah, Conrad Bain is the actor's name. He played Philip Drummond on Different Strokes, and here he is playing our hotel proprietor. I'm super excited to see him again because genuinely it has been a hot minute. Crazy choice for the fifth actor for this episode, though, by the way, which I guess Sam's going to run away to the hotel and the restaurant. Oh, Sam's trying to come get the letter. Sam's trying to come get the letter out of the safe. The letter, he wrote the letter where he explained everything that had happened, and he told Maggie that if anything ever happened to him, then she needed to have access to this letter, and it would help protect her from very unspecific people.
Ask the mailman if you don't believe me.
Oh, the devil with the mailman. I want that letter.
And you can have it, too, as soon as I talk to Maggie. Is she home?
No.
Foiled. Hoisted by your own petard, Samuel.
Mr. Wells, I need that letter.
I need this job, Sam. I'd lose it if I broke the house rules. Sorry.
Again, that is a moment where we just need to really appreciate the degree to which these writers would go to stretch time. I mean, that scene literally accomplished nothing for any character in the show, but it did put everything with Burke on pause for 4 to 5 minutes, huh?
Burke, my father was always your friend.
I don't care what he was. I'm interested in what he is.
Okay, a minute ago you said you really hated to think that you might have ruined their dinner party. Sir, you were screaming at this young woman who has let you into her home. Watch yourself, Burke.
Look, a man tried to help me. He was a good man. And he tried to help me. And he was killed.
Are you sure about that, or are you just guessing?
Yes, I'm sure.
I'm sure that that's the best chin in television, y'all. Burke Devlin's chin. Let's just acknowledge.
The night Malloy...
I mean, to be fair, Miss Victoria Winters here has a pretty fantastic chin, too. But Burke Devlin, good Lord.
We'll wait and see what kind of a man Sam is.
Man, it's the dinner party from hell, but it is... First of all, it's sort of a bottle episode because they've basically been in this one room. Also, I'll just point out, they haven't eaten yet. They still haven't eaten.
But words won't help my father. Burke spreads that story around town.
Psst, he's already spread it a little bit. A little bit. To the sheriff, for one.
Maggie, I'm sure there's an answer. What is it, Vicky? Tell me, why did my dad run tonight?
Good question. Good question, kiddo. Great episode for Maggie. Really, really good Maggie-heavy episode.
He tried to talk me into giving it to him. He was real anxious to get it, too. Probably full of some incriminating evidence.
Did he get the letter?
House rules, Burke. Them that puts in, gets out.
All right, Mr. Hotel Operator. I know you're very fond of following the rules. Is there a rule about telling other people's business?
Well, you said you wanted to have a private talk, so let's go up to your room and have it.
Okay.
Well, episode 62 is going to be interesting now, isn't it? Yeah, that's the end of the episode. All right. Good episode for Burke. Good episode for David Ford and Sam Evans. Catherine Lee Scott, ladies and gentlemen. Maggie earning her money today. Hotel clerk, still not a name. They called him Mr. Wells, I think, but no name in the credits. That's too bad for old Conrad Bain. Great filler episode, honestly. This high quality bridge episode 62 should be a good one. Don't forget, if you're watching these on YouTube, you already have 64, 65, and 66 up on our Patreon, articulatecoven.com/join. $2 or more a month. Get you access to everything we do early and ad-free, including these videos of Dark Shadows. If you are one of those patrons, we sure do appreciate you. And thanks for watching these Dark Shadows videos regardless, everybody. We'll be back in just a few minutes, wherever you're watching this one, with episode 62.